Hey, how's it going? Dave here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Phrygian mode. Phrygian mode is a really cool scale if you're looking for a darker kind of sound. It's often used in flamenco music and kind of like Middle Eastern kind of music, but it's also used to create a dark kind of sound. So metal, it's used often, and it's a really cool scale. So we'll jump straight into how to play it. We're going to learn the scale construction, how to play the scale, some chords you can use, how to write chord progressions, and I've got a couple of licks that you can learn, and I've got a backing track at the end of the video that you can play along to, so stick around for that. So the Phrygian scale is just like a minor scale, but it has a flat second instead. So the construction of the scale would be root, flat second, flat third, fourth, fifth, flat sixth, flat seventh, and it sounds like this. We're going to be playing in B Phrygian today. So we've got B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A. Now let's take a look at how we play the scale over 2 octaves. So we're going to play from the 6th string, we're going to play 7, 8, 10, 7, 9, 10 on the A string, 7, 9, 10 on the D string, 7, 9 on the G string, 7, 8, 10 on the B string, and 7, 8, 10 on the high E string as well. Now this scale is really about the flat second, and the flat second is what gives it that dark sound, and you really want to target that in your solos, and you can also target it in particular chords that you play. So the Phrygian scale is played over a B minor, or the B Phrygian scale is played over a B minor chord, and you can play a B minor 7 chord as well. But what I like to do is really target that flat second chord, flat second note, and add it into the chord that we're playing. So we can play a minor flat 9 chord. Flat 9 is the same as a flat 2. It just depends where you put it in the chord. So we can play a minor flat 9 chord like this. So we're playing a minor chord, but our little finger is just stretching up to the 10th fret there. So it's 7, 9, 10, 7, 7, 7. That's a really cool sounding chord. Another cool chord you can play is a C/B chord. That's a really cool chord as well. That has the flat second or the flat 9th there, so you really get a Phrygian sound when you play that chord. Now, when it comes to chord progressions, and this goes for all modes really, you want to stay on your root as much as possible, and only really kind of sprinkle in other chords. So some chords that sound good are the flat second chord. So we've got a C major, so B minor to C major. And we've also got the E minor chord. Sounds cool if you quickly use it, otherwise it might just sound like we're playing an E minor. And also your A minor sounds quite cool as well. This is the 3rd mode of G major, so any chord in the key of G major will work. But as I said, again, just try and stick on your B minor, or a B minor with your flat second or flat 9 in there, as much as possible. Now, one more way we can play the scale is we can play the minor pentatonic scale, but then just add in that flat second as well. So what we would do is we'd play our standard minor pentatonic, but add the 8th fret in of the low E string, keep going. At the D string, we'd play the 9th fret, and then the 10th fret. That 10th fret is our flat second. Then keep going up to the high E string, where we'd add the 8th fret again, which is another flat second. That's something I like to do. I can just play my standard minor pentatonic scale and sprinkle in a flat second here and there. So let's take a look at 2 licks we can play in Phrygian that will really give you a kind of idea of how the scale should sound. So here's lick number 1. So in that lick, I had this little that little pattern. And what we can do is start on our root note with our ring finger, go up 1 fret with our little finger to the flat second, back to the root, pull off to the flat 7 there. And you can also do that exact same pattern starting on your 5th. So 5th, 6th, or flat 6th, 5th, 4th. And you can do it in lots of different places. Also, just a little add-on, it's not in the lick, but whenever there's a semitone interval within your Phrygian scale, so between the root and the 2nd, and between the 5th and the 6th, sounds really cool to trill between those notes. That's really fun to do. So that was lick number 1. Let's take a look at lick number 2 now. So in that lick, I just started off on a root, then used a flat 2nd there to transition into a little legato run, and then did a little run or a little pattern until I reached the flat 2nd, and I really held that flat 2nd there to add a bit of tension before resolving on the root note. So make sure you use your flat 2nd in your Phrygian playing, as that really gives off the sound of Phrygian. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like and let me know what you thought in the comments. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing as well. Now I've got a little backing track for you to play along to, and you can jam those licks and try and create your own licks as well. The MP3 for this backing track is down in the description at my Patreon page, along with tabs of the resources from this video. So if you feel like you want to take me up on that offer, then go check it out. Anyway, here's the backing track. Enjoy.